So if you served in any of those services, please feel free to stand at that time and remain standing. All right, we're good. We're live. All right. Everyone at home, everyone here, happy 4th of July weekend. You'll see, I don't know if you can tell that it's 4th of July, but I'm wearing this. So, and we have some other folks out there doing it as well, which is wonderful. We're going to start out with, on page 4 of the handout, we're going to start out with the anthems of the different services. It's funny because I know these words because I was always at the Army-Navy football game, and the words were much different. Sail Navy down the field, not anchors away. So here we go. I'll try to sing the right words, but we start with the Army. First to fight for the right and to build nation's might, and the caissons go rolling along. Oh, what we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the caissons go rolling along. There's hi, hi, hey, army's on its way, count up the calories strong, for where'er we go, we always know that the army goes rolling along. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles on the air and on the sea, on the land and the sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of a day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the foam until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. We're welcome, zooming to meet our thunder. Atom boys, give her the gun. Down we dive, spouting our flame from under, off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame or go down in flame. Hey, nothing'll stop the U.S. Air Force. Always ready for the call, we place our trust in thee. Through surf and storm and howling gale, high shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our fame, our glory too. To fight, to save, and die, die. Coast Guard, we are for you. Yeah. All right. And now we'll move on to the anthem of the African American. It was written about 1902. Lift every voice and sing.
Please rise as we sing America the Beautiful. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
All right, you may be seated. We don't often do more of that, right, Hazan? We just that first part of America the Beautiful. It's so nice to celebrate July 4th, isn't it? And I'm glad that you all came. Well, most of you came out in your red, white, and blue. We are very proud as American Jews in terms of the history. A little bit later, I'm going to ask you some trivia questions about America and Jews. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about a little bit about, during services, the blessed history that we have. But let's just be in that celebratory spirit. We're going to begin with, and those of you who are joining us at home, who knows what kind of 4th of July you have celebration going on there. But Shiru Ladonai, we're going to begin in the Siddur. You can take out the Lev Shalem prayer book, page 13, Shiru Ladonai. Again, page 13, Shiru Ladonai.
Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom liyom Yeshuato, Sapru v'goyim kevodo, Bechol ha'amim niflotav, Ki gadol Adonai, Umulal me'od, Norahu el kol Elohim. מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני, ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים.
Page 23, Lechado D. We're going to do the first stanza, and then we'll jump to the last stanza right after that on page 25. At that time, we'll ask you to rise. You don't have to worry yet, and we'll face towards the doors and welcome in the beautiful image of the Shabbat bride. And this old Polish melody, Chazan signed for this, you...
Yes, it's by a man named Woody Guthriestein. But it's really fun. I was just thinking about this. I'm good friends with, you know what's his name? He was just in town, Tom Paxton, and he has the handwritten words on a framed in his home.
Oh, my.
Yeah, so this is really fun. But these weren't the same words. Lechadodi, try it, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat, Lechadodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat. One more time. Lechadodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat, Lechadodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, Kabbalat.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו על המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשנינו תפארת ולתהילה.
Lechadodi, likrat kala,
בני שבת,
b'nei Shabbat, Lechadodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat.
Rise together, face toward the doors. Here we go.
בואי בשלום, בטרם בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצור עולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, לחדודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת, לקבלה, לחדודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת. Now just you guys, here we go. לחדודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת, נקבלה, לחדודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת, נקבלה.
We're going to remain standing for the Baruch. Don't sit down quite yet. Page 39A.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
You may be seated. On the left-hand side, in the very small print on the far, far left, I haven't done a responsive reading, I don't think, in 2 years. But we're going to try it tonight. Those of you who have your doesn't work on Zoom. So tell you what, though, we're going to, if you have your glasses, you can make sure to see it. I'll begin. You're going to respond on the italicized lines. And those of you at home, if you have the prayer book, you can read along as well. Here we go. Beloved, are you eternal God, by whose design the evening falls, by whose command dimensions open up and eons pass away and stars spin in their orbits? Your turn.
You set the rhythms of day and night. The alternation of light and darkness sings your creating word.
In rising sun and spreading dusk, creator of all, you are made manifest.
Eternal, everlasting God, may we always be aware of your dominion.
Beloved are you, Adonai, for this hour of nightfall.
ומעביר יום ומעביר לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד למחלן ולעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבים.
On page 40, Kihem Chayenu, towards the end of the paragraph. And tonight we're using unusual melodies, right, Chazan?
Indeed.
Our Chazanim, and to have that spirit of celebrating the 4th of July in America. So this is not, just those of you here from Shomrei Torah, this is not our usual nusach. Just want you to make it clear, all right? Just making it absolutely clear. And those of you who are watching the same...
It could become.
It could become, who knows? But Kihem Chayenu, Chazan.
ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה
Page 41, we prepare for the words of the Shema. I invite you, close your eyes to feel oneness with life, with God, with your very soul as we join together.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה אם שמעתי ישראל אשר לכם מצוות נפשכם מעטים את ארצכם ודעתי סבתו ושמתם ויאמר אדוני שלם הוא אדבר על בני ישראל למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 44, we continue.
מי כמוך בעינים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות תוסף אלה. נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה אוסף אלה זיילי Adonai Yingog Leolam Vaed Leolam Vaed Mika Mocha Ba'elim Adonai Mika Mocha Nehedar B'Kodesh Nora Tehilot Osef Eleh Osef ונאמר כי ודדנו את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
I love that melody. That's Cantor Raffi wrote that?
Cantor Raffi's.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely. Well, we continue. Page 45, Hashkivenu.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Amen.
I see the composer is Zweiback. That's not Yoshi. Did he, not Yoshi Zweiback who wrote that? Yeah. That is Rabbi Yoshi Zweiback. Wow. I've always heard it. It's a beautiful melody, but Rabbi Yoshi Zweiback, who is up at Stephen S. Weiss Temple, also has an amazing background. He ran the cantorial school, I think in the Reform movement, I think, or something for a while even. Brilliant. We're in page 46. I'm going to ask you to rise for the Shamru. Page 46. Yeah, sorry to wake you up there, some of you. Yeah, there you go.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat v'toratam b'ritolam v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat v'toratam b'ritolam את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
ועל עמד יפרח קירותי ועל נשמחותי. וחייכנו יום אחד וחיי לכל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואמרו Amen.
We're going to remain standing for the Amidah, page 47. We're going to begin with the Kavanah, the introduction meditation of Adonai Svatai Tiftach, and then we'll go off silently, Hebrew, English, or private prayers and meditations of your heart as we begin together Adonai Svatai.
Ananana svatai tiftach. Ananana ufiagi tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana svatai tiftach. Ananana ufiagi tehilatecha.
Turn to your handouts, page 3. If you're still davening, please continue. And here's a good, great American song about peace. It's been around for a while. Page 3. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our Father, family all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Perfect. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The English version of Jose Shalom. That was
Yes.
beautiful. All right, let's see if you know anything about American Jewish history a little bit. If I were to ask you, what is the oldest congregation in America? The oldest congregation in America.
You mean how old people are in the congregation?
Not the congregation with the oldest people in it. It's not. So, by the way, if I had asked what is the oldest synagogue, it would be Torah Synagogue, right, in Rhode Island, which some of you have been to, right, which is 1763. But the oldest congregation, right, that is still operating, New York Sephardi Shearith Israel, which is founded in 1654. Right, which, right, by the way, is really, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, when the first real group of Jews come to America. But prior to 1654, we believe there's maybe a handful of Jews that were in what we would call North America, if you will, in terms of the American, what later becomes America. 1654, 23 people come on a ship, and the first community in that year. It's amazing that they're going to create a congregation. True or false? There was a kosher kitchen at Ellis Island. It's true. There's so many Jews who were coming through that they actually created a kosher kitchen. This, by the way, they think it's true or not. You know that apparently they always talk about with Columbus that there was the Jews or conversos that came with them, but apparently his interpreter, right, was Yosef Halevi, who was a converso, who was Jewish but had converted forcibly. The words that you know this from the Statue of Liberty, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, right, written by Emma Lazarus, good for you. Okay, first Jewish astronaut into space. So Judith Resnick would be the correct answer if I had said, by the way, sorry about this, the first American Jewish astronaut. Because I didn't know about this either, from the Soviet Union. From the Soviet Union, Boris Volynov, 1969. Who was launched into space. By the way, as I read up about him, there was a whole to-do about in the USSR that they wanted to stop any Jews from actually being involved in those programs, and his flight had been canceled, and then through pressure, actually, a group of people made sure that he could actually fulfill that dream of going into space as a cosmonaut, and which is a great, isn't that something? And of course, by the way, Julius Resnick was not the last, by the way, blessed memory, who died in the Challenger, the shuttle disaster, but also in terms of American astronauts, Jeffrey Hoffman, Ellen Baker, David Wolf, Mark Polanski, and of course, we know blessed memory Israeli, Ilan Ramon. Here's great, long before Kevin Costner, immigrant Julius Meyer lived with the Sioux Indians in Nebraska in 1867. He became known as, here was his name, curly-headed white chief with one tongue. And why? What's the one tongue? Is because apparently that he was so honest, and they knew him for his honesty, that one tongue meant you didn't speak, by the way, with a forked tongue. You didn't speak, right, that amazing expression in two different ways. Isn't that something? Well, I thought about the Kevin Costner character, but you'll remember this, curly-headed white chief with one tongue. Let's see. All right, this one you won't know. Who wrote the lyrics to Over the Rainbow? Over the Rainbow. Yitzhak Harburg. Do you know that name? You know a lot about music. Yitzhak Harburg, right? He went by Yip. But by the way, his original name was Isidor Hochberg. Many people changed their names, of course. All right, who invented blue jeans, of course? Okay, Levi Strauss, good. All right. Who wrote God Bless America and White Christmas? You know this. Okay, Irving Berlin. Irving Balin, yes. Exactly, from Balin to Berlin, very good. First basket scored ever in a U.S. pro basketball league. Okay. Ozzie Schechtman. In the early 1900s, when it first started, before the NBA, it was, and the first person in the professional basketball league was Jewish. Meyer Lansky. You know Meyer Lansky, of course. But did you know that based on the request from New York rabbis that he broke up pro-Nazi rallies in New York? Right? Ziggy, you knew that one? Right? It's quite a history. Oldest kosher bagel shop in New York, 1920. Coney Island's Bialys and Bagels from 1920. Finally, right? You all know Superman, created by Jerry Siegel, very much influenced by anti-Semitism. That Kal-El, right, which is the name of Superman, right? You know that, Kal-El, which is Hebrew. You know El is always God, and Kal, supposedly from the word kol, right, or Kal, the voice of God, Kal-El. It's amazing the influence, right, that the Jews have had in America in so many ways that we hardly know about. A proud history, and that's why we celebrate 4th of July, and we're proud of our American Jewish tradition. We're going to continue with our service. Hazanim, if that's okay with you. Let's do a healing prayer. All right, let's take a moment. The number of people in both of our communities dealing with illness, whether they're in chemotherapy, dealing with other illnesses, whether it's emotional, physical, addiction, whatever it might be that they have in their lives. If it's for you or for someone else, I just ask you to close your eyes for a moment. All right, and if you're thinking of people you know, bring their image. I want you to think of them to send out these prayers. If it's for you, I want you to direct the prayers inward. If you're at home, I want you to do this as well, to feel that energy of healing and strength and comfort. We'll just take a moment to reflect in silence and then join together in our healing prayer.
Eloheinu Adonai B'nei Rapha. God, only you can bring true healing, and so we pray. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei Cholei Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Shekhinah, who restores our loved ones. Heal our people speedily in our day. Benomar Amen. Please join us if you know the words. Here we go. Rifa'enu Adonai B'nei Rapha. God, only you can bring true healing, and so we pray. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei Cholei Amo Yisrael. Blessed are we, Shekhinah, who restores our loved one. Heal our people speedily in our day, and let us say, Amen.
Thank you, Kelly. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Kaddish Shalem, page 54.
יתגלות קדש מרבה,
אמן.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יכול ויום יכול וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב אמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרום ויתנשא, ויתודה ותראה ותלה שמי רחוצה בריחו. לאל מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירם בעלמה ואמרו, אמן. תתקבל צלות ההון ובתהון לכל ישראל, קדומו הון דבישמיא ואמרו, אמן. יהי שלום רב משמיים וחיים, עלינו לכל ישראל ואמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, ויעשה שלום. עלינו בכל ישראל ואמרו, amen.
Page 55. I invite you to rise for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'charta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodshecha Tzaltanu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Remain standing for Aleinu, page 56.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה. אין עוד,
Ain't no,
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 אין עוד.
ain't no.
אינו שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל עמונם אנחנו קוראים ומתנחמים ומודים. אינו
Ain't no,
אינו
ain't no,
אינו 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 כך כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד,
You may be seated. This time of memorial, we're calling reverence the yortzeites of both of our communities. Remember these people who inspired us in life and continue to inspire us each and every day. On this Shabbat, remember the yortzeites of Bernice Alfaso, Israel Alweiss, Nathan Alweiss, Ralph Black, Andre Bogardad, Ruby Bubis, Joseph Cohen, Samuel Cohen, Carl Dubinsky, Lana Edwards, Philip Esterson, Elisa Feldman, Robert Greenberg, Rebecca Israel, Chiria Karadi, Stanley Levin, Jacob Lichten, Fred Lipsig, Esther Messerman, Betty Moskowitz, Jerry Moss, Irving Nachemson, Phyllis Nyman, Arthur Perlstein, Moshe Pfefferman, Bert Pincus, Elise Piper, Adele Plotkin, Leonard Poli, Helene Procaccini, Anna Rabinowitz, Sandy Rhodes, Abe Rosenberg, Gladys Ross, Alan Rothstein, Mary Sachs, Esther Schiffman, David Schlesinger, Sidney Schreiber, Elsie Schwartz, Harry Schaefer, Benjamin Shapiro, Harvey Shore, Tilly Schrager, Tilly Slackman, Hershey Solomon, Martin Song, Pearl Springer, Benjamin Wolf, and Bert Zeverman. Those are from Shomrei Torah Synagogue. From Temple Aliyah, Joe Altman, Paul Ash, Doris Bass, Ralph Black, Ruth Block, Rose Brooks, Max Carlton, Thelma Chernin, Lillian Cohn, Pearl Costin, Edward Feinberg, Bernice Friedman, Abraham Frosch, David Gelman, Harry Goldfarb, Helen Goldman, Stephen Gorowitz, Loretta Gottfried, Yuda Gutstein, Bertha Hellman, Lou Hursk, Sylvia Honig, Lawson Hughes, Alan Kalkin, Aaron Kessler, Miriam Sandra Lehrman, Erica Mikkel Licht, Harry Madnick, Daniel Mallet, Howard Margowski, Ruth Melworm, Kenneth Miller, Esther Morgan, Livia Newman, Bernard Novetsky, Irving Padua, Alice Pear, Morris Recht, Albert Resnick, Sandra Rhodes, Helen Rosenbaum, Ben Rosenstein, Arthur Oliver Ross, John Schaefer, Henry Schrag, Ann Seekoff, Nathan Surratt, Norman Schulman, Meyer Siegel, Bella Siegelstein, Priscilla Spies, Arnold Taub, Barry Tenenbaum, Martha Widauer, Rachel Leah Willens, George Willens, Carol Wiseman, Emil Zirk, Alan Rauschman, and Lila Rauschman. We also are mindful in Temple Aliyah community the passing of Evelyn Selbert, the mother of Linda and Philip Gardner. For those who have need or desire at this time to recite the words of the Kaddish, we invite you to rise. And page 58, and if you're at home and we are your minyan, your sacred community, to recite these words of affirmation of life and memory. Those who join together in the Kaddish do so now. Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Amen. V'yalmad divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael b'gala v'zman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach le'olam u'me'omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha v'yechu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechmata damiran v'yalma v'meru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'meru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'yimeru. Amen. You may be seated. May God who establishes peace in the heavens grant peace and harmony for us, for all of Israel, all of humanity, as we say, Amen.
Amen.
My pleasure to call forward our president, Debbie Strom, is going to share some announcements from both communities, I think.
Yeah, you'll all bear with me, please, because I've got from both communities. So Shabbat Shalom. And I wanted to thank Hazan Stein, Hazan Smith, Rabbi Vogel, and also the help of Kelly Stein and David Cohen for tonight's service. Tomorrow morning for Aliyah, we'll be here at 10 o'clock. And after services at 12:30, Rabbi Vogel will be leading a study session on the Jewish sources on the topic of abortion. And that will be in person only. And so I hope you all join us for an enlightening discussion. I'm going to go back and forth a little bit, sorry. No, I'll keep going with Kabbalat Shabbats. So next Friday evening, both of our communities are back here again at 7 p.m. It'll be Sports Shabbat. And the following week, which is July 15th, again, both of our communities here at 7 o'clock. And then the next 3 weeks, which are July 22nd, July 29th, and August 5th, I believe, we will all be at Shomrei Torah on Friday evenings at 6 o'clock. So you'll get to hear me say this a few more times before we get there. So that's where we are. Let's see, July 10th, Shomrei Torah's Men's Club presents Valley Chevra Kadisha, which I think might be a newish initiative. And Steve Paretsky will be giving a presentation Sunday the 10th at 10 a.m. The event is free and open to the community. And let's see. Together, Aliyah in Shomrei Torah, blood drive on July 31st, and I think the drive is taking place at Shomrei, is that right? It's here? It's here, sorry, okay. So that will be here between 8:30 and 2:30. You can sign up to make an appointment to give blood on either one of our websites. And also morning minyan, Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock and Sundays at 9 o'clock, in person and online at Shomrei Torah. Evening minyan, online only, Temple Aliyah, and the Zoom login, I think, is in both emails. So if you're at Shomrei, you've got that on your Friday's email, and Aliyah, you get that on your Tuesday's emails. I think that is it. So to find out more about any programs at either synagogue, you can visit the website at templealiyah.org or Shomrei Torah, stsonline.org. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Debbie. It's been it's so nice to join together when we get, isn't it lovely? I know the Chazanim enjoy coming together as well.
Absolutely.
And David Cohen counts, I think, for both communities, right?
Yeah.
The distinguished Cohen lineage of Shomrei Torah Synagogue, and now adopted by us as well. And so just
But
lovely
we
to
claimed
share.
him first.
Yeah, yes, you can. That's okay. What are we going to finish with, gentlemen?
We're going to finish with a song that I wrote in support of the
I love this one.
Gulf War, and it's called "We Are With You Wherever You May Be." It's in the Great American Patriots Songbook on Hal Leonard. So please, Kelly, if you'd go over there and hang out with the other chazan. We have the same initials, HS. Okay. Okay, here we go. So you have it in your songbook. Please, if you would rise. This has become kind of an anthem for the at least for the Navy. If you'll rise, please. Page 2, we are with you.
I would say that.
We are with you wherever you may be. We are sailing with you on every sea. We are standing with you on desert sand, where your country together we stand. On a ship thousands of miles from home, you got your memories to keep you going. You miss your loved ones, but there's a job you got to do. 'Cause of what you're giving, we got a home to come home to. We are with you wherever you may be. We are sailing with you on every sea. We are standing with you on desert sand, where your country together we stand. By yourself out in the lonely desert night, you know back home it's dawn's early light. It makes you lonely, but one thing you should know, we are with you wherever you may go. Everyone, we are with you wherever you may be. We are sailing with you on every sea. We are standing with you on desert sand, where your country together we stand. We are with you wherever you may be. We are sailing with you on every sea. We are standing with you on desert sand, where your country together we stand. We stand.
That's Einstein. I don't think our friends from Shomrei Torah know that you are the Navy retired senior chief.
Oh, yes, yes.
And if you don't know that, we're very proud of the service that he gave to this country. But this is Shabbat as well. We have a
Yes,
Shabbat
yes,
song to take
Shabbat
us out. Shabbat Shalom,
Yay.
everybody. You'll join us for a special treat outside for 4th of July.
Shabbat Shalom, C minor. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.